The film opens with a haunting image, a little girl covered in blood lying on the ground. Blood is steadily flowing from her nose, but then strangely the same blood begins to flow backwards, back into her nostrils, and that's where the story instantly rewinds, shifting straight into the past, so we can understand exactly what happened to that child. Thousands of years ago, in a world beneath the earth, a sweet princess lived happily with her family in that underground kingdom. One day, she learned about the world above the ground, a place where there was sunlight and fresh air, where the blue sky changed colors throughout the day and night. Her heart filled with an overwhelming desire to see all of those things. But she was never allowed to go up. When her longing crossed every limit, she decided she would go up without telling anyone. Eventually, she deceived all her guards and reached the staircase that led to the surface. The moment she came close to the ground, the bright light of the sun hit her eyes directly. That little girl couldn't bear that light and her eyes went blind. Still, she kept going up. Because she had come to the upper world, she fell sick very quickly and died right there. No one even came to take her body, and her entire body rotted away in that place. Her father, the king of the underworld, knew that his daughter was dead. But even then, he kept holding on to the hope that one day or another, his daughter would definitely return to him, even if it meant she came back in someone else's form. He would wait for her until his very last breath. And just like that, watching all of this, centuries passed by, and we are taken to the year 1944, where we see a girl named Ophelia, who is traveling with her mother to her stepfather's house. Because her mother was pregnant, her health had become extremely bad and they had to stop on the way. While walking, Ophelia's foot hit a stone that had a strange eye carved onto it. Ophelia noticed that in the distance, a strange statue had been carved out of stone, and one of its eyes was missing, meaning that this large stone was actually the eye-shaped piece of that statue. As soon as she went and fit that missing eye back into the statue, a strange insect crawled out from inside its mouth and came outside, and Ophelia thought of it as a fairy, though it was actually a glass bug. Before she could take any time to think, Ophelia's mother called out to her and everyone left from there. But the strange thing was that the very same insect that had just come out of the statue started following Ophelia. As soon as they reached home, Ophelia noticed that the insect was already present there. She went closer to look at it, but the insect flew and started leading her towards a strange place. That path looked like a ruin. Ophelia tried to spot the insect there, but now it had disappeared, and before she could go any further down that path, a girl named Mercedes came and stopped her from going ahead. Mercedes stopped her and explained that this whole place was a labyrinth, and no one knew how many centuries it had been there. Anyone who ever entered it never came back, and Ophelia should absolutely not go inside. As these people started walking back towards their house, we saw that the insect was still keeping an eye on them. At home, we are shown Ophelia's stepfather, Captain, a very cruel man. At this time, Spain was going through a civil war, and the captain wanted to kill and wipe out all the guerrilla groups, who were actually just ordinary citizens who had become rebels to fight for their rights.